to match up with the Philadelphia Eagles. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
Even better than that, they pitched a shutout in that game, and I'm telling you, trust me on this one. That's a confidence builder for the rest of the season. When you get a defense that puts together a performance like that this early in the year, well, that sends notice to the rest of the NFL and spreads confidence throughout the locker room that they're going to be a force to be reckoned with.
13 yards, first down, Panthers.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Darnold will hand off to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Eagles, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
Yeah, we're definitely in top form and pitched a shutout, as a matter of fact. That's the cherry on top of a great week of preparation. And you know what? These guys are eager to keep it going. So motivation this week, not an issue.
Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Jannard Avery. He brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12. Be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Now it's Darnold. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Greg Ward deep for Philadelphia. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at the 20. And some space here. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, anybody from running down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys, good. Yeah. Backside guys,
Meh.
that's what you're supposed to do.
I've had better.
Okay, either way,
Worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 51 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. He's off to a great start here in this first quarter. It seems like this defense is probably going to have trouble containing him.
I would agree with that. I love the observation. And here's the thing. Their game plan coming to fruition. You knew that they came in thinking that they could run it, and now they're proving that they can and doing it in a big way.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. Hurts to his former Alabama teammate Smith for an Eagle first down.
And what a year Devontae Smith had at Alabama in 2020. The first wide receiver to win the Heisman since Desmond Howard in 1991 while he was at Michigan. The 10th overall pick of the Eagles, who traded up from number 12 to get it. He's reunited with his old quarterback Jalen Hurts from a few years back at Alabama. 117 catches last year, led all of major college football.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Second down, back to Sanders. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Throwing is Hurts. Left side here to Sanders. Touchdown! Miles Sanders, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now off the bootleg, Darnold. That's caught. It's Dan Arnold, the tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 11 yards and a Panther first down. Fake to McCaffrey. Now Darnold. He'll take a shot for the end zone. That is caught. It's Anderson. Touchdown, Panthers. So Sam Darnold, not really known for having the strongest arm in the NFL, but he certainly laid that one out there.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Here's Smith to return it. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad.
Is that what
he would have kept it on the ground.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
He was brought down at the 26. A 5-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 10.
These two teams all tied after 1. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. This is Smith with a grab. And he's going to get this deep on the Carolina side of the field.
Let's go.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, we saw Devontae Smith make plenty of highlight reel-worthy plays at Alabama in his Heisman Trophy season back in 2020. And here's one at the pro level. Hurts sets up to throw it. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
Sanders, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. And he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Here's Smith to return it. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored point.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way inside. inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Darnold. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Here's 2nd and 10. McCaffrey on the counter. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Play action. It's Darnold. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Arnold. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. Open man is Anderson. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. It'll be a pickup of 4, and that leads to a Carolina 1st down. Darnold now to throw. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Again, Darnold. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Throw left side, complete. That's Arnold. And the Panthers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Touchdown Panthers. Sam Darnold with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Panthers have tied this game up. They can take the lead with the extra point. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Sanders toss left side. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 97 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead. And
I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, "I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along."
Looking here for Smith downfield. Open man, he's got him. That's Smith for the Philadelphia touchdown. Devontae Smith, his third touchdown now on the year. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. Gostkowski for the point after. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Makes the score Eagles 20, Panthers 14.
The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. Here's Smith to return it. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Darnold. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Throwing here on third down, Darnold. He's going to air one out for Anderson. Oh, Anderson, what a catch that is. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, brings me right out of my seat.
No gain on the screen there at 2nd down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Here's Darnold. And he fires one incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And it's 3rd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Let's go, Mike 50, Mike 50. You ain't gonna ladies. Here we go, 50, Mike 50.
Darnold to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And the Panthers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers have tied this game up. They can take the lead with the extra point. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, Hurts. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Hurts. And it's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Back to throw again. He'll fire it deep for Reagor. He's got a man, complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Goddard. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. From the gun, it's Hurts. He will find Smith in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles have retaken the lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is in a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. Here's Smith to return it. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
Rip left.
A final shot before the break. Darnold. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Here's Smith to return it. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Second down, back to Sanders. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 112 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. First and 10. On first down, Sanders. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the third quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball? Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just have to find a way to tackle someone.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brings up second and a yard at the 47-yard line.
Play action. Here's Hurts. They're trying for Rager, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie J.C. Horn. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. A shotgun snap for Darnold. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. but he'll get away with it and get another shot on third down.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Darnold from the gun. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. That is caught. It's Anderson. Touchdown Panthers. Robbie Anderson with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Panthers have tied this game up. They can take the lead with the extra point. Rosas good with the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the 3rd. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Here's Smith to return it. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
142 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Another run with Sanders. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
Ordinarily in short yardage, most people don't run a toss because it takes a little bit longer to develop. But some teams see it as a very physical type run because the amount of people that get out in front of the runner, offensive linemen, tight ends, sometimes an extra back, they like to run that play there and try and run over people.
Now 1st down carry by Sanders, well defensed as they'll hold him to just a couple. 2nd down coming up.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Throwing is Hurts. And that will be incomplete.
Has been a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lock behind it. Wow. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Darnold. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. McCaffrey on the toss right. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
Well, it has been the passing game that's really been responsible for much of the scoring so far. But let's not forget about this running attack. They're pretty good, too, as evidenced right there.
And I think, Brandon, the fact that they've thrown the ball so well contributed to that touchdown, because that was a defense that was really keyed up to cover those receivers. All they wanted to do was blanket them. They didn't have enough men in the box to stop the run, and you saw the end result.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Sanders, and they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Here's a quick throw caught by Smith.
Complete to Devontae Smith. A gain of 4 yards. 1st down, Eagles.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And Sanders has got it, complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 38-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st down. It's Sanders, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Here's Hurts to throw. It's caught. Smith. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels. Got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy? And what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts.
And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. And that'll bring up second down.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
This is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice game. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown.
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Eagles have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They've still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
Hurts going to give it to Sanders on the option.
And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. Here's Smith to return it.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Anthony Harris on the tackle.
At the 24-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Darnold. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. The play fake, and it's Darnold. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. In a tie game 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. Here's Smith to return it.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick-6 hurt, no doubt, but this is still a 1-score game here in the 4th.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Dan Arnold, but it'll be second down. Now it's Darnold. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It got his man complete. Touchdown, Carolina.
Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
Rosas now to add the PAT. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is, his ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. A field goal try would be almost 50 yards from this spot. So what can they do to get closer now on 3rd down?
And he is going to have an Eagles first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run on 1st down. It's Sanders.
The former Cardinal Hassan Reddick in on the tackle.
The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down.
Another run here with Sanders. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And If you're thinking field goal from here, it's 48 yards. I think they'd like to get him a little help now on third down and move it closer. They'll run. It's Sanders. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still fourth down upcoming. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. And Gostkowski, that's no good. He hung it out to the right. He missed it. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. Yeah, and in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Second and 10. Darnold to throw.
He's going to go up top again. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Midge used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They can still get into field goal range, partner. They got to work quickly, though.
I agree with you totally. Find a way to get the ball down.
He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rule. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. His first catch, and it's a big one in overtime. It's a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
On first down, Sanders. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
2nd down and 3. They'll go again with Sanders.
Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Hoping to keep this OT drive alive. Now they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. They'll run on first down. It's Sanders. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Out on the edge, you love to have cornerbacks like that can bring him down in the run game.
And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play, and we just saw an example of it right there.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts.
He's going to float this over the middle deep, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Back to throw here. And that's complete to Sanders. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15.
A give running left. It's Sanders. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. 3rd and 8 situation. A tough spot here in overtime on the opening drive. Back to throw.
That swung out wide to Sanders. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back.
A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down.
Hurts.
Eluding the pressure right.
Open man, it's Rager. He's got it.
And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT.
As the fans exit back out through the turnstiles, not happy looks on their faces. Feel like they probably let this one slip away at home in overtime.
I would agree with that, and their unhappiness hurts the guys at concession stands on the way out, right? Not stopping to buy something for the kids. They just want to get home. But what a dramatic way to finish this bad boy off. I mean, this game was dramatic all the way through. That's why we got to overtime. And then to go ahead and finish it this way,